I wish we could turn the cameras around. There are a whole lot of people around here hanging on your every word. That's something you're used to. What has it been like here for you so far with the New York Jets?
Well,
now that you're in on the field, and
it's
really
been fun. It's definitely been an adjustment, getting used to Coach Sperano, Coach Cav, Coach Ryan. But it's been fun. I feel like every day we've gotten a little bit better. We've improved on certain things. Still installing the offense, and so that's a lot of fun. And something new every day. But I feel like we're getting adjusted to it, and coming out and having some pretty decent practices.
What's the biggest adjustment for you personally after playing with the Broncos for the last couple of years?
Well, I think number one's learning the offense and taking out here to the field and going through your progressions, the right reads. Understanding this defense we're playing against every day, because it's one of the best in the league. And so if you do well out there versus our defense, you're probably going to do pretty well in the game. And so I think that's a great thing for us as an offense to prepare and go against them every day.
As we take a look at some of your passing, and you're right, facing one of the toughest defenses in the NFL, where do you want to improve? What have you worked on specifically?
Well, I think fundamentals, going through your progressions, getting to the right reads, understanding coverages, and just being a great decision maker, and getting better every single day in decision making, because ultimately as a quarterback, I think that's the most important thing.
And Sperano is quick, right? He demands that there's a very, very fast pace to this camp.
Fast pace, fast tempo, get in and out of the huddle, getting in and out of your audibles, and it's not there, get the ball to the back or check it down, and live to play the next play.
So what are you happiest with what you're doing, and where are you saying, man, I need to, well, here's a little bit where you might want to improve there. So what are you, we're actually can't see the video too well, but there are certain areas that you've worked on and certain areas where you've excelled. So what are your personal goals?
So I kind of play like that. We had a bender going down the middle versus a two-man look, and so if that's not there, then the next option there, just saying, is just pull it down and run. There's no one accounting for me, and so that's something that in that situation could have probably just pulled it down and ran.
What was your first reaction when you were traded to the Jets?
Well, I was excited to be going to a really good football team. Playing against them last year was a lot of fun. The success they've had here under Coach Ryan has been great, and being a part of a great team and a physical team and a team that when you play them, you're going to have to buckle up, because this is a hard-hitting physical team that plays really tough, and I'm proud to be part of this team.
We talked to Mike Westhoff, the special teams coach, and he said he is going to use you as much as possible. A lot of gadget plays. He says he's going to pull out the stops. What is it like for you being a part of the special teams?
Well, it's new. It's the first time in my life I've ever done anything like this. But it's fun. I look at it as being the quarterback on fourth down, and having adjustments, having fakes, having audibles, being able to do a lot of different things. And for me, it's been really exciting and a lot of fun.
What about being used in the Wildcat formation?
Right now we're just learning this offense. We're just trying to improve every single day at this base offense, and we'll see what happens in the future.
But we have talked, and you've said through the years, your dream since you were a young boy is to be a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Absolutely. It has been my dream since I was a very young boy.
And that is still the dream.
Absolutely. But whatever your role is, you got to make the most of that role, and you got to have a great attitude, have great effort, and be a great teammate every time you come out here, no matter what.
How hard is that?
Oh, well, I think, number one, you just want to be on a team that win games. We all have individual goals and we all have individual ambitions, but you got to put that, second. The team's got to come first in everything you do. And for me, however I can help this team win football games, I know that's the reason I'm here.
I know you've said you have a good relationship with Mark Sanchez. We just saw him ribbing you a few minutes ago. What do the two of you talk about when you're in the
everything.
quarterback
We have fun. We joke. We go through football. We've been friends since he was my host on my recruiting visit to USC, and probably the reason I chose not to go there. Yeah. But
why was that?
No, we have a lot of fun with each other, and meetings are great, and we just joke around a lot. And he's someone that is a very good person, very good guy. He's a hard worker, but at the same time he can joke, and he doesn't take himself too seriously. And I think that's really why we get along.
Now, how do you maintain that kind of relationship. If things get tough later this season, if he falls on hard times and the fans are clamoring for you to become the starter, to get in the game, how do you maintain that kind of relationship and keep this locker room together? There's a locker room that really had a lot of problems in that regard last season.
I think it's very easy. There are things that are more important than winning football games, or what's going on, or how many plays you're playing. And I think relationships is something that's more important. How you treat people is more important than how many touchdowns you score or what your position is. And so for me, to answer that question is a very easy answer. It's not hard to change the way you treat someone based on a position that you're competing for.
So where's your leadership role on this season? How do you see your role?
I think it's still developing. I mean, I think we'll see. We've gone through a few practices, and it's just the beginning. You never know what's going to happen, how it pans out, what exactly the role is. So for us, it's taking it one day at a time, trying to improve a little bit every day, and be a great teammate.
I would say an icebreaker, too, is you provided sort of the seminal moment, the enduring image that has gone viral of this training camp, and that would be, yes, running shirtless through the rain. But your teammates have had a lot of fun with this.
Really didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal.
Oh, come on. Yeah, some of the guys said, he knew the cameras were there. Yeah, you got a lot of grief for that, haven't you?
I got a little bit, but it's all good.
And we see that you've bulked up. So what is it like playing at 251 pounds?
It feels good. I feel like I'm in good shape, and came in ready to go this year. Just physically, from a conditioning standpoint and from a strength standpoint, to do whatever I'm asked to do. But at the same time, number one is just have my fundamentals down as a quarterback.
Did you feel like too that you might take a pounding, like you might be asked to run? I mean, you're never shy about taking a pounding. That's sort of your MO. You throw caution to the wind there.
If I'm asked to do such things, then I'm ready. For the task.
Clearly. It's great to see you.
Good to see you.
We wish you well.
Thank you.
We hope it's a great experience for you and the team.